Hey everyone. What we're going to do today is a subscriber request. It's just a simple black woolly bugger, my version of it. In the vise, we have a 3/32 ounce Midwest finesse jig with a 1/0 Mustad 32 746 hook. So you can see I poured it. There's no wire keeper there. I just poured it without it. So we're going to start this with some black 210 denier flat wax nylon thread. And we've got a base started. If I could find my scissors. Oh, there they are. And my scrap container. So we're going to start our base. We're going to work it all the way down, right to the point of the hook. That's where we're going to be. And the first thing we're going to do is our tail, which is going to be black blood quill marabou. And all I did was just take a pinch of it and I pulled it off the stem. And for the distance, what I like to do is from the head right to where the hook is going to start to bend. And that's the distance I like sticking out the back end. So right about there would do it. And I'll trim this off. The excess. We'll put that up there. Make a couple wraps and make sure we're all the way around the hook pretty good. And then lash it down. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm working my thread all the way back up just to get a little extra on there because we're going to put chenille on and we're going to have it at a taper. And for some reason, with this hook, chenille likes to sort of slip, so having a little extra thread there helps. Now we're going to add some flash. And this is green Flashabou accent. Apologize again, my lighting isn't the greatest. And we're going to make this the same length as the marabou. And what I did was I took two strands and I cut them both in half. So that way I could take this two, fold it over, and we'll trim it. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. Even them up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Fold it over. And we got our flash tied in. And the reason I chose the green flash is it's going to work with the chenille I chose for this. So our next phase is a natural black saddle hackle. You see how that has that iridescence to it? I kind of like that with the natural black. We're going to tie the tip of that in. And then we're going to take some black pearl chenille. It's hard to see, but there's little glints of, it has sort of like a bluish green flash that works with this Flashabou accent that we have. So you could actually use blue as well. I have the green, so that's why I went with it. So I strip the ends off, as I always do, and leave that little thread exposed. And that's where I'm going to start tying in my chenille on. And we're going to wrap up all the way up to the head. I'm going to start wrapping my chenille. I could actually get the bobbin cradle out and put this up here and spin it around, but I just do it this way. If you have a two-way vise, you have to do it this way. If you have a true rotary, you could spin it. As I get towards the top here, I'm going to start making the wraps overlapping each other to build up a little bit of a taper. I just think it looks better with the taper. I'll go all the way up to the head here. And we'll tie it off. And we'll trim off our excess chenille. Now I'm going to take my hackle that I tied in. I'm going to stroke the barbs back, and I'm going to start wrapping this. This is one of the first jigs I learned to tie that wasn't rabbit or bucktail. Believe it or not, I actually started it before marabou. And get a securing wrapper too. I'm going to trim off our stem here and finish it up. Now what I like to do is preen this back a little bit. Make sure we get some good wraps in there. Then we'll take our whip finisher. And 6. Cinch it. Six. And this one I'm going to leave alone. I'm not going to put no head cement on it. I'm just going to take my trimming tool here. Got my thread. And that's it. That is the classic wool bugger jig. A 3/32 ounce. Pull it out of the vise here. This is for you, Carl. You wanted to see this. You can make this in a lot of different sizes. Trout. This is what I would use for bass. It is very effective. And there it is on that mushroom style jig head. That Midwest finesse jig. That's how it lays on the bottom as you're working it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.